Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take the resume and leave the rest for someone else. Okay? This is a general read. This is not a personal read. Check out the description below if you like one. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The first card that we have here, collective, is the Nine of Cups. And so, the Nine of Cups energy, you're very focused. You're very focused on making something happen. This could be something for, I'm picking up on a graduation, a celebration. There could be someone that you care about, maybe being honored, maybe they're graduating college, graduating high school. Either way, they are being honored, and you would like to honor them in return as well. Okay. The next card we have here is right behind the 9 is the 10. Okay, the 10 of Cups represents family. So I'm picking up that you are from a close-knit family. You're very supportive of one another. When a person is being celebrated, your family and you enjoy the idea of celebrating and honoring each other. So we have the 9 and the 10. Okay, so there's a lot of love and harmony in this family. The next card we have here is the 2 of Cups. Okay, and so with the Two of Cups energy, there's an understanding. You have a very close knit family. You know, we all are from different backgrounds. Some people have toxic families, and some people have healthy families, and some people have in between. But I'm picking up on the energy that there's a clear understanding, and it all starts with the upbringing in your lineage. That family will have their moments, but you guys know how to agree to disagree and come together. And so there's a fair, like a reciprocity and understanding when it comes to loving and supporting each other. And this is something is like a tradition in your family. Okay, this is something that was taught and has been passed on throughout your lineage. Okay, all right. The next card we have here is the Judgment, number 20. And so possibly many, many years ago, there may have been a situation or some kind of circumstance that maybe the family thought would cause the end all to be all when it comes to being close knit, when it comes to being protective or supportive of one another. But an agreement was made, possibly the matriarch of the family, someone who has transitioned and passed on, or maybe an aunt or an uncle, who was well respected as the leader in the family, made an agreement, came together with the family, and everyone agreed to not allow, with the Five of Swords, small situations to come in between relatives. This is beautiful here. I'm picking up on a family that's very close, very loving, not perfect, but very supporting of each other. And the next card we have here, which is perfect for this read, is the Lover's energy. I have to cover that up. So there's a lot of love in this family, and there's a lot of reciprocation. It's not phony. It's not fake. Like I said, you and your family, you have your moments. You may have disputes or spats, but it's nothing to where you never turn back to look out for one another. If someone is going through a hardship, you're very supportive. Okay, if someone was to maybe lose their home, they would have several places to go. If someone was to lose their job, your family is the type with maybe 4 or 5 people. Oh, I can plug you to a job, or I know where they're hiring, or I'll ask so and so to pull your app. That kind of close knit. Okay. All right, and so this is something that has been embedded in your bloodline many years ago. Very beautiful, whoever you are. This is beautiful, and so your ancestors want you to teach your children to carry this along. It's okay to agree to disagree, but never let it be to the extent where you turn your backs on each other, especially during hard times. I'm hearing, okay, because the world will be changing and people do experience things. Okay. Okay, so possibly in the past, when this judgment was called, maybe there was someone in your family or in your lineage who experienced a hardship. Maybe someone was homeless, maybe someone lost their home or lost their job, and maybe this person felt alone. They didn't have support, and I'm picking up that someone who's considered to be the matriarch or the leader, whether this is a mother, a grandmother, or uncle and aunt, this is someone who's well respected, stepped in and said, hey, this is not going to be. We have to be close. We have to be there for one another. Okay. There's too many of us for any suffering to be taking place. How beautiful, okay? And so, because of this, matriarch of the family chose to blow the horn on this and bring the family together. I'm saying a family meeting where there was conversation had regarding this, to love each other and make sure that you don't forget to, whenever each other is experiencing anything, because life happens collective, people go through things, to not turn your back when your loved one is going through suffering or any kind of mishap. And so I'm picking up heavy that there was someone who went through a situation. This could be someone who is a parent as well, where they were homeless, they needed somewhere to live, no one wanted to take them in, and maybe everyone wanted to turn their back. But this matriarch of the family changed that. And there were many who were willing to give a helping hand. Okay? All right? So, how beautiful. Okay? And so the next card we have here is the Five of Pentacles. And so, yes, this is the energy of that person, who put the staple in the idea, of your family, of your bloodline, to not turn your back on each other. Okay. Like I said, this isn't a family that is perfect. You guys have your moments, but you know how to come back together and continue to love and support and look out for each other. You stay in touch with one another. Okay, this isn't the kind of family that I usually pick up on, who like to sacrifice their loved ones, or sibling rivalry, or parental figures who want to sabotage their own children. This is totally the reciprocal, the opposite. This is a very loving, close knit family, who knows how to agree to disagree and come back together. This is a type of family whom I'm even picking up. They don't partake in gossiping about each other behind their backs. Okay, this is something that has been taught and established and is being carried on. And your ancestors saying, if you have children, to teach them to carry it on. Meaning, if an outsider was to maybe show up to a gathering or to someone's home and wanted to gossip about one of the relatives or family members, one of these, they're likely to say, hey, we don't do that, or who you talking about? This is a very positive, loving, like I said, family, and it's beautiful. Lots of beautiful energy. Okay, I've never picked up on a family like this before. This is simply beautiful. Okay, all right. And so the next card we have here is the Eight of Swords, and so the goal is, Spirit is saying, for you, by you carrying on this tradition, for you to avoid having to experience feeling like you are stuck, like you are binded in a situation that is unhealthy for you. And this situation looks uncomfortable and unsatisfying. And so the whole goal is to be supportive of each other, not trying to sabotage each other, or plot, plan, and strategize and wishing for the next person's downfall. By you carrying this tradition, this will help moving forward. Many others, in the present as well as the future, avoid experiencing this as much as possible. Not saying life will be perfect, but avoiding, the small things that can be avoided. Okay, especially when you're from a real large, big family. Okay, all right, all right. And so the next card, and the final card we have, love, is the Ace of Pentacles. And so this is a gift. This gift is from your ancestors giving you this message. This is your confirmation to continue this tradition. Continue this tradition of loving each other and supporting each other. We are in the world that is constantly in the energy of evolution. We're constantly going through metamorphosis. Things are changing inside and outside. But what you can do for each other, no matter who you are or what's going on, is be supportive of one another and not tear each other down. And this message is from your ancestors to keep it going, whomever you are. I know this reading is not for everyone, but this is for a particular group. If you have that loving family who sticks together, I'm not speaking of the ones who only gather when someone passes away or if it's a holiday. I'm speaking of those who are supportive of each other wholeheartedly, 365 plus days of the year, who are supportive and loving of each other and has each other back. Okay? Period. Period. This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.